So at present, we have some other distinguished guests with us. And I would like to request to, I think, should you do it open, or should I request by name? As it is our opening session, so I think I can introduce some people. Like here we have with us Mr. We have a very senior member with us, Mr. Asharuddollah, former ambassador, Bangladesh Embassy to Japan. We have with us Professor Dr. Mukhlisur Rahman, and he's the principal of Kodo Kodo International College, Fukuoka, Japan. And we have with us Mr. Shahriar Hossain, the Managing Director, Deloitte, Japan. We have Dr. Rafiqul Islam Maruf, Associate Professor, Kyushu University, Japan. We have Dr. Abdullah Al Masud Khan, who is a researcher at Tokyo University of Medical, Tokyo Dental and Medical University, Japan. And we have Mr. Salman Hussain, and he is the an entrepreneur, president of Sara International. And we have some other team members from our Uddog Japan Association. So at this moment, I would like to request all of guests to share your valuable remarks with us. So first of all, I would like to request Dr. Abdullah Al Masud Khan Tutul to share few words with us about Uddog and about today's conference.
Thank you, Bipu, and thank you, Uddog and Uddogta, to arrange such a conference, which is honestly is required for build up a new entrepreneurship in Japan from the Bangladesh side. And a platform was long awaited. I want to say that a platform is necessary to build entrepreneurship in Japan. And finally, we found Uddog and Uddogta might be the best platform to build up the bilateral relation between the two countries. And it's a great honor for me to be here. I am in Japan from 2008. My personal introduction is I finished my PhD in Tokyo Medical and Dental University. And then again, I back to Japan in 2017 with the JSPS scholarship. And then I joined as a researcher in my university. Besides, I do business here, especially in the medical and dental field. I'm a dentist. So it's a huge opportunity in Japan for Bangladeshi people. And those who are here, it's all of our responsibility to make it step forwards. So thank you, Uddog and Uddogta. We'll be with you always. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Abdullah Masud Khan Tutul, for your remarks. And now I would like to request Mr. Shahriar Hossain, Managing Director, Deloitte, Japan, to share your valuable message with us.
Yeah, thank you very much and for having me here. And great thanks to all the organizers who are really giving their great effort for this organizing the conference and everything. And a special thanks to our chief guest and His Excellency, our ambassador, Bangladesh ambassador, and also thanks to our ex-ambassador, and also great thanks to our other honorable guests and who are present today. My name is Sheikh, and I'm been in Japan for around more than 15 years now, and working in the IT industry for 20 years. So in my career in Japan, I have the opportunity to work with the giant software company like NTT Data, SoftBank, like that. And all through that, I've been mainly working on most innovative product development kind of thing. So from my experience also, I was really thinking that, we are Bangladeshi talented. We have a lot of Bangladeshi talented people in Japan who are helping both side, Japan and Bangladesh, to invent and innovate new solutions for the society and contributing very positively in these two countries. So I was also thinking of some platform which could, make the breeze and make this on the front line and share the experience with the newcomers. So I think the Uddok and Uddokta is obviously one of the good platform. It could be used for this kind of activity, and I'm really appreciate that you have taken the step forward to arranging a session like this. And I have a different short talk at 12 p.m. today, I guess. So maybe we'll be talking more about my work and what I've achieved and how I have achieved. So I hopefully, I'll share a lot of knowledge to my youngers at that time. But for now, that's all, and really good wishes and best of luck for the journey of this Uddok and Uddokta. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Shahriar. And Mr. Shahriar also joining in our plenary session 2, Entrepreneurship to Achieve SDGs. So I hope the attendees will join that session to know about more interesting things about the sustainable technology. We're going back to our panelists. In our opening, we have also one of our session moderator, Mr. Usha Ranjan. I would like to request Mr. Usha to share your message about Uddok Uddokta and today's program. Mr. Usha, are you listening? Are you muted? It's okay now.
It's okay. Okay. Yeah. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Usha Ranjan. So I'm very happy to having here with you all of today's, and I'm going to have organized one things from 4 o'clock to 5 today's. And let me introduce briefly myself. My name is Usha Ranjan, as I told you, and I have been living here, Japan, more than 27 years. Presently, I'm working as a teacher of university, Shizuoka University, and run my own companies for more than 20 years. Yes, very good things to share my ideas here that I started my entrepreneur's journey. This is maybe today's topics also for everybody's discussions. And this is hard time to start completely different cultures, different environment to do some things. And with other people, I've also faced a lot of difficulties here, but somehow we're going to upper positions day by day and overcome the difficulties. And I hope we can share our ideas in our panel sessions. And I'm really looking forward to hearing from all of our available audience speakers and audiences, some things I can learn and utilize in my own business and share these ideas to young generations. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Usha, for your introduction and about as for our audience, I would like to share that Mr. Usha is coordinating our plenary session 4, which is titled as History of Failures. It's an interesting session. It's actually to know about the challenges of entrepreneurs. So I hope everyone will join in that session and will able to listen from a real entrepreneurs about their challenges in entrepreneurship journeys. Okay, thank you. Now I would like to request one of our senior members here, Professor Dr. Mukhlisur Rahman. He is actually, we are considering him as one of our guardian in Fukuoka, and we are very proud of him because he is a living legend of liberation freedom fighter. So I would like to request Mr. Mukhlisur Rahman to share your valuable remarks with us and to share about this program.
Thank you very much for inviting me to attend this program. First of all, I am very happy to see Mr. Ashrafuddola. Do you remember you came to Fukuoka and we had some time to stay? Probably he reminds it. Really, this program has given us to meet each other. About me, I was a freedom fighter. I was a Mujib Bahini fighter. We got training in Uttar Pradesh, Dehradun. Last year, I published a book. Its name is Muktijoddha Sriti, Ekjon Muktijoddha Sriti Katha. And as my, I'd like to say my stay here. I came to Japan in 1985. Probably I am one of the senior Bangladeshis here in Japan. I did my master's and PhD course in Kyushu University. And then I joined the university here. Last year in March, I retired. I stayed there for many years, and I was a professor, and I was also a departmental head. Then last year in April, I joined Kodo International College as a principal. And this is my academic side. But I have another activities. That is, we have a NGO in Fukuoka, and the purpose of this NGO is to develop educational opportunities and also health opportunities. In my village, we built a primary school, and then in my village, we built a small health education center. And now it is called hospital, Shandhani Hospital. It is not a, our aim is not to do high-level medical services, but just to give services, very preliminary services. That means primary health services to the people. And in our village, we started cow for scholarship. That means I do not want to give cash money to the people. I asked the people to do something. And for that, we gave cows or something for their scholarships. That means mother or father or family, they will rear the cows, they earn money, and they will support their children. This is our motive. And for quality education, in the village area, it's very difficult to give quality education. Then we moved to Gangni Upazila and Meherpur districts. We built primary school, junior high school, and high school. High school, that means college, intermediate level. And this school has got really extra quality there. Now, almost all the national universities in Bangladesh, we can find our students there. And 5 years ago, we opened a nursing institute. This year, our third batch has got their jobs. These are the activities. Really, I think the SDGs, we are doing the works of SDGs from many years ago. That means from 1989 to this year. These are my activities and my introduction. Thank you very much again.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Dr. Mukhlassur Rahman, for your valuable time and your presence, and you are always encouraging youth to do something tremendous. And still, you are young. We believe that you're young. So your work always inspires us, and I hope our youth leaders, youth entrepreneurs will follow you to do something great for the society. Okay, so this time I would like to request Mr. Ashapuddollah, former ambassador, Bangladesh Embassy, Japan, and he also served so many countries as ambassador, and he has very vast knowledge about diplomatic relationships in Bangladesh and all over the world, and he's very good writer as well. He's writing very good articles in daily newspapers, national and international newspapers. I have read some articles, and that was very informative and very inspirational. So I would like to request Mr. Ashapuddollah to share his valuable remarks and to suggest us about Uddog how we can do something great for the youth and society.
Thank you, everyone. Am I well audible? Can you
Yes,
hear
sir.
me all?
Yes, sir, it's
Yes.
okay.
First of all, thank you very much, Farhad, and the organization Uddogta or Uddog Japan Association. This, this meeting, international conference, wouldn't have come any other better time, as we are celebrating 50th anniversary of our two countries' bilateral relationship. Is the perfect time to revisit the past 50 years and look to the future 50 years. That's, I suppose, is the objective of this meeting. First of all, I'm very glad to really see and reconnect with Dr. Mukhlassur Rahman. I vividly remember, my visit to Fukuoka and his very warm and kind hospitality, and he took me from the airport to his house, and really he gave me a lot of time, and we had a lot of discussion, and I still carry those wonderful memories. And I'd like to share with Dr. Mukhlassur Rahman that I was imbued, by this project philanthropic work, giving cows as a scholarship, and I tried to replicate that in my village, but I must admit that it didn't work out the way you did. Maybe I did not engage the appropriate people, but however, we enjoyed the Fukuoka fish sauce that you gave us. So
Yeah.
thank you very much. Good to see you. Now you see, I think in my 35 years of diplomatic career, I would say Japan was the crowning of my long career. I not only family-wise, but in terms of my work, I really, truly, incredibly, tremendously enjoyed. I was very fortunate to cultivate friendship with the highest political authority, so much so that Prime Minister Taro Aso. It is rare in the history of Japan, very rare, that a prime minister attends a National Day reception, and he attended my National Day reception. Not only that, he also came to my house, for dinner when Dr. Yunus visited Japan, he came. And also, later, of course, I had good friendship, very strong friendship with Prime Minister Shinzo Abe. And when I was, leading a retired life in Bangladesh, when he visited Bangladesh in 2014, he was so kind enough to his secretary called me from Tokyo and said that Prime Minister is visiting Japan, Bangladesh, and he would like to have a cup of coffee with me. And if you remember, his short visit was for 20 hours, and he had the time to invite me at his hotel suite for a cup of coffee over, discussion, and we spent 20 hours. So that's kind of, I think it says that how much, it is not because Ashrafuddaula, because I represented Bangladesh as ambassador. So that is the reflection, I think, manifestation of the Japanese leaders, how they looked at Bangladesh. Now, let me say you that how the mechanism of bilateral relationship develops. Bilateral relationship is never one-sided. It is not a one-way traffic. It is mutually beneficial. You see, Bangladesh, as our fellow freedom fighter, Dr. Mukhlis, said that the first 10 years of our independence, Bangladesh was seen as one of the poorest countries. Our whole bilateral relationship with all the countries were aid giving, and we are donor and recipient. That was the kind of relationship we had. But slowly, as Bangladesh started progressing, as today it has become an envy of the developing countries, Bangladesh is seen as a role model. It is being, I remember the Japanese, Asian Development Bank, the Japanese president of the Asian Development Bank, he said that, in 2008, when the MFA came and this quota system abolished, we thought that Bangladesh government industries will collapse. But not only that, it did not collapse, but on the contrary, Bangladesh government industries has expanded and prospered. So that's the very niche resilience that the power that we people of Bangladesh, we have learned, to deal with the adversities, whether it is man-made or natural, and we have always come up successfully. So I really see a great future. We of our generation, Dr. Mukhlis and I, who have fought the war of liberation, have brought this country to independence. We have bequeathed this nation, independent nation, to our young generation with whom I am interacting today. It is now your duty to take this country to the next 50 years. That is your responsibility. Now, when I was ambassador and in Japan, I was really impressed by our businessman. It is unlike, in Bangladesh, we have backdoor success. You rise to the success through backdoor. But in Japan, there is no backdoor. You have to fight a frontal war. And I was so impressed that a lot of our people who are not university educated, who had very least education, but yet learning the Japanese language, competing with the Japanese, they have made great success. And I used to tell them, some of them, hey, you people should go and teach, the business in the universities. You should be an MBA teacher in the universities. So when I saw that a lot of people were doing business, but they were disconnected with each other. So I called my commercial counselor and told him that, hey, listen, you send a circular, would like to have a seminar of all our businessmen doing business in Japan. So in one fine morning, we had nearly more than 400 businessmen, Bangladeshi businessmen. It is in 2007, and they were doing different business in different places. And I really was amazed to see that they did not have any formal platform where they could interact with each other. So on that day at my embassy, I decided that we'll launch an association, that is Bangladesh Japan Commerce Chamber of Commerce and Industries. That's the first time, and in 2 years, whether India and Pakistan, they took several years. We got the registration from the MeitY in 2 years, and that's the great success. So from that day, so I brought, the idea was to bring the Bangladeshi businessmen in Japan under one platform, and then also use this platform as a media, to engage with the mainstream businessmen of Japan. Once you are registered with the MeitY, then you have the access to rest of the business. So that was the thing that I did. So in nutshell, and I have, if you see the progress of our relationship Japan over the years, Japan has been a very consistent partner of Bangladesh. We had ups and downs in our country. We had different, governments coming and going, but Japan's relationship with Bangladesh has weathered, and it has remained strong, and it has gone from strength to strength. All of our former heads of government, heads of state, they have visited Japan several times. So I think that is the kind of relationship we have. And in recent years, the huge that investment Japan is doing with Bangladesh in various sectors, especially infrastructure sectors, they are not doing a favor to Bangladesh. Don't forget. It is not they are doing a favor to Bangladesh. It is also they are getting a benefit out of it. So that's why a two countries relationship is not something in hollow. It's not abstract. It is substantial. It is in substance. That's what has been happening. As much as we are benefiting from the Japanese partnership, Japan is also benefiting from our partnership. I'll just recall one a small anecdote. I'm sorry, I'm taking little time, but I'm just reminiscing my days in Japan. So I was meeting Madame Sadako Ogata. She was the head of the JICA in Japan at that time. So when I met her, I said, Excellency, we appreciate Japan is a great development partner of Bangladesh, but also there is one way that Japan is creating lot of problem for Bangladesh. And she really, wide-eyed looked at me. What this ambassador is saying, is he not? We are doing so much of favor, and he's saying that we are creating problem. And she said, yes, ambassador. I said, Excellency, we have huge traffic problem in Bangladesh, and that is being caused by the importer. I think Bangladesh is one of the largest importer of reconditioned or used cars, from Japan. And all these cars are creating congestion in our traffic system. And it is the responsibility of Japan to resolve it, to solve this problem, traffic congestion, traffic, jam, so that Japan can export more cars to Bangladesh. So that was, that is, you see that the number of the cars that Bangladesh is importing, and in Bangladesh is, I think, 80+% of the traffic moves in Bangladesh are Japanese made. So it is in a way that what Japan is giving, in other way Japan is also benefiting. So we really have, and it is a side. When Mr. Shinzo Abe came, he had brought, I attended his conferences and other meetings, 200 top, the chairman of the companies, top companies, the chairman and CEOs in his plane. They did not come to Bangladesh for a holiday. It was not a pleasure trip. It was, they were being introduced to Bangladesh. And that really created a lot of enthusiasm. It really galvanized the economic cooperation between the two countries. But unfortunately, when this, the 2016, that, we just the other day, we solemnized, remember, with deep, respect, we remember that the, assassination, killing of some innocent, Japanese people at the Holy Artisan restaurant. So that really created kind of a drag. It created a kind of psychological impact in the Japanese people's mind, investors' mind. So it really slowed down after that. But I think we are again regaining, coming back the momentum, and I think this momentum, as this upward trajectory, will continue, and it is the responsibility of this young, that the people I'm talking to, the very young, educated, qualified, much knowledgeable, technologically, and all other fields, like Dr. Khan, and all other people here. I was impressed with Mr. Ranjan's, deliberation, as also Lahan's deliberation. I was really very, very impressed, and I think you people have a great future, and we are the bridge of that relationship between Bangladesh and Japan. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for so many information you shared with us, and I hope new generation will encourage on that, and they will work accordingly. And in future, I hope you will cooperate with us. You will guide with me and guide with us to move forward for youth development and social development activities. Thank you, sir. We're very proud.
My pleasure. It would be my pleasure.
Thank you, sir. As you know that in this conference, actually, we are organizing, supported by the Toshiba International Foundation. So we requested to represent Toshiba Foundation's president to join with us, but he cannot make the physical presence. So he sent a video message to us. I would like to
also, Farhad, please
yes,
allow me another minute.
Yes, sir.
And which I forgot to mention. I don't have a written script. So, we heard Ambassador Shahabuddin. Yes, was he Shahabuddin?
Yes.
I think he's doing a great job, and in his address, he has captured the essence of the, current development between our two countries. And I must also admit that the Japanese ambassador, Naoki Ito, he's a great ambassador. I think he's one of the most visible ambassador in Japan, and he's very active, and he's very being proactive, and he's really driving the bilateral relationship between our two countries to newer heights. Thank you.
At this moment, I would like to share the message of the chair of Foundation Chair of Toshiba International Foundation.
Good afternoon, Your Excellency, Mr. Shahabuddin Ahmed, Ambassador of Bangladesh to Japan. Your Excellency, Mr. Naoki Ito, Ambassador of Japan to Bangladesh. Mr. Fuhad Hossain, President of Udaka Japan Association. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is a great honor and a pleasure to say a few words at the beginning of the UUJP Annual Conference 2022, organized in commemoration of the 50-year anniversary of diplomatic relations between Bangladesh and Japan. First of all, I'm very pleased that our foundation could contribute to this remarkable event. I am confident that this conference will not only serve to reflect the 50 years of excellent diplomatic relations between Bangladesh and Japan, but also works as a catalyst of identifying and harnessing the invaluable human resources to contribute to further development of the country's partnership toward the future. Toshiba International Foundation is a non-profit organization founded by Toshiba Corporation in 1989. A major mission of our foundation is to enhance understanding of Japan through the support of various symposia and workshops, cultural activities, and research and studies, projects focused on next generation leaders' development. This annual conference fully fits with our organization's objectives, and I highly appreciate the efforts made by UUJPAC Japan Association to reinforce the partnership built on trust between the two countries. As regards relations with Bangladesh, Toshiba Group has been recently engaged in two big infrastructure projects, one being building an advanced thermal power generation plant in Matabari, about 69 kilometers south of Chittagong. Another project is to deliver a new type of railway power substation equipment which utilizes rechargeable battery technology to the Dhaka Mass Rapid Transit Line 6 in Bangladesh. Both projects are aimed at supporting the robust needs for building resilient, reliable, and environmentally friendly infrastructure systems to support Bangladesh's rapid economic growth. I recognize, however, strong economic growth is not built on reliable infrastructure alone. Development of human resources who support this societal growth is a vital factor. Speaking of our foundation's major philosophy, we have long valued the importance of 3 C's: cultivation, connection, and communication. Cultivation means cultivating the next generation leaders. Connection means connecting people to enhance mutual understanding and to create new values. And communication, which means building mutual trust through constant communication. I fully admire the efforts made by the UUJPAC Japan Association to foster the next generation leaders, promoting entrepreneurship. Not to speak of the global pandemic, the world is now full of many negative news and uncertainty for the future. I'm confident today's program will serve as a bright ray of hope for the future and for the world, as the relations of trust between Bangladesh and Japan is an excellent example of positive diplomatic relations built on trust, friendship, and respect with each other. Congratulations, and thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you, Keisuke Omori, President Toshiba International Foundation, Japan. At this moment, I would like to request Dr. Rafiqul Islam Maruf, Associate Professor, Kyushu University, Japan. He is one of our advisors, and he is helping a lot to organize this event, and maybe in future we will have his continuous cooperation. So I would like to request Dr. Rafiqul Islam Maruf to add his message and to give the thank you message to everyone.
So thank you very much. Thank you very much, Farhad, the president of Uddog and Uddogta Japan. And I, on behalf of Uddog and Uddogta, would like to thank all of you for your attention to this event on the occasion of 50th anniversary of Bangladesh-Japan diplomatic relationship. And first of all, it is very sad for us, but we are sorry that we missed the presence of His Excellencies Dr. Shamsul Alam, Honorable State Minister, Ministry of Planning of Bangladesh, and we missed his message here. But as Farhad mentioned, we will share the message through the text. However, I would like to express our deepest thanks and gratitude to His Excellencies, Mr. Shahabuddin Ahmed, the Ambassador, Embassy of Bangladesh in Japan, for attending and supporting us for this event. And I would also like to express our thanks and gratitude to all our distinguished participants and our young participants. The event, the main objective of this event, those who will be benefited from this event, especially those who are interested in entrepreneurship. All of your presence encourages us, and I think it will encourage us to make such initiative in near future again. Please be informed that we have 5 plenary sessions all through the day, and we have many interesting topics, especially for the entrepreneur and entrepreneurship, and especially for the achievement of the SDGs for Bangladesh with the joint collaboration with the Japanese. So I would request all our participants and distinguished guests to attend these sessions and share your experience and knowledge so that our young generation can be benefited. And I believe that this kind of small initiative would help towards the development of our big dream, Sonar Bangla. And at the end, I would finally like to convey our gratitude to Toshiba International Foundation for their support and cooperation for this event, and also for the nice video message from their president, Mr. Keisuke Omori, to this event. With this, I would like to end my speech here, and I wish that our relationship will continue. So long live Japan-Bangladesh friendship, and long live Bangladesh. So thank you, everybody. Thank you very much.